Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my 100% guide for Midgard from God of War Ragnarök. In this one we are doing the Eternal Campfire, which is just one favour side mission, which is called Across the Realms. And that's the only thing you need to do in the Eternal Campfire, because I'm doing one video per section, per area kind of thing. That's how I'm going to have to do this one. So I'm going to start at the King's Grave Gateway. For reference, here are the other gateways and things like that. So it's right up here at the King's Grave. You do unlock this one during the story, so that's why I'm doing this. What you need to do to finish this one is actually go across many realms. So I'm going to show you exactly where the favour starts and where every other one of them is. So we need to collect 4 ingredients essentially to finish the Across the Realms favour. Now, getting to the first one is very easy because it's going to be on the right in a moment once we start this favour. But the other 3 are a bit more difficult, especially 2 of them. One of them's in Alfheim, one of them's in Svartalheim, one of them's in Vanaheim. And in the one in Vanaheim and in Alfheim are in the late part of those areas. So you want to basically want to have 100% completed those 2 realms until and wait until you've done that to do this, because they are quite far in. I'm going to show you where they are and kind of explain, and you can, of course you can watch my other videos for the 100% on those areas. So to start it, you come up to this campfire, this rainbow looking campfire, and pick up the book, and then that will start the Across the Realms favour, which you can see here. So yeah, we need 4 lots of ingredients. The first one is down here. So whenever you've probably seen these hearts around the realms. Probably think you've seen more than you actually have, but you've only seen 3 potentially, plus this one. That's where the ingredients are. So if you remember where they are, then you're okay with that. But here's the first one. This is a freebie, this one. And I'm going to show you exactly where to go. So I'm going to 100% this kind of thing. I'm going to not skip anything. Some may like that, some may not, but you're definitely not going to get lost. Let's put it that way. See, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to this gateway, and then we're going to go to Alfheim first. That's one of the ones that you're going to want to have finished to basically 100%. You need the very last area of Alfheim before you can get this. So if you haven't done it, check out my Alfheim videos. There's a 100% completion playlist. So in Alfheim, you start down here along the Strand, and you come along here through the canyons, and then you go into the Barrens, and then it's actually in the Forbidden Sands. So you will need the Hjarta gateway, or you can start from there. Again, it's quite late on. It's the last area of the of Alfheim. So if you haven't done it yet, that's what you're going to have to do first, unfortunately. So yes, we're going to have to go. It's a bit slow, this bit at the start, but again, I'm going to show everything so you don't get lost and you can track it properly. What you do get, by the way, for finishing the Across the Realms favour is a meal, essentially. And it increases your stats plus 5 across the board. So each stat will go up by 5 permanently across the board, which is pretty good, to be honest. So once you come out into this main big area, I'm going to show you in the map again where we are. So this is the Forbidden Sands. You will need to have cleared this area, finished the 2 smaller areas within these areas to allow the sandstorms to stop, basically. So it's a lot you've got to do before you're able to actually get this. So yes, you will need to finish these areas first. This is what I was meaning when I was saying it. So it's actually out to the west, and then it's under here. So there was a Nornir chest here. If you've done this, you may remember this. And then go underneath here, and you're going to see the ingredient. And this is number 2. So I'll just quickly show you where we are. So in the, what's that, southwest really, isn't it? Or the west, if you, no, I suppose it is fully west if you look at it that way. But the southwest of this particular part. And then we're going to go back. The next place I'm going to go to is Vanaheim. Vanaheim is the next one. And again, that's one of the ones where it's in the very latest part. It's in the crater. So if you don't even know where the crater is, you need to have done that. Again, I have videos on all of that. It's one of the very last parts of the crater. It's in the sinkholes. So yeah, one of the last parts. So you need to have done the jungle part of the crater to get the water flowing. And then you can go to the sinkholes. And then you can get this. It's a lot you have to do to actually finish this. They do make sure that you can't get this early. because +5 across the board is going to help a bit. So just take this back, and we're going to go straight back to this gateway that we started at, and then go over to Vanaheim. So the next one down at 9 o'clock is Vanaheim, and then this is the crater. So if you don't even know where this is in Vanaheim, you'll have to get this all done first again, check the videos out. So this is the normal part of Vanaheim, and then you do this extra bit, and you have the sinkholes. We're going to go to the Sinkholes Mystic Gateway. And then through we go. And you may remember this. This is where we fought, or you fought. I don't know if you watched my video or not. The Berserker gravestone was here. And again, you need to have this river flowing. So you need to have done the jungle first, because otherwise you can't even get to this part. But once you have, you jump across here and pick up the ingredients. A bit quicker, this one, compared to the other one. And the other one's going to be fairly quick as well. The other one you can actually get a lot easier. It's a lot more straightforward. So here's where we are again, in the sinkholes. And then the final one is in Svartalfheim, which you can get by just doing the story. That place will already be open up in Svartalfheim. Nidavellir, the village, if you remember that, it's on the western edge of that, the western part. There's a beach there. That's going to be the gateway where we're going to be going to. So, full disclosure, completely forgot which one was Svartalfheim. It's at 3 o'clock. There it is. So you've got the Bay of Bounty, and it's south of here. So we need to go down to Nidavellir is there. And then we're going to go to the Nidavellir Beach Gateway. This one you do unlock during the story. And you will recognise where it is. It's where the lift is that takes you up the mountain. Oops. Bit too much there. So I'm going to run across. I'm not going to show this this lift ride up here. You don't need to see the train ride. So I'm going to skip that. But essentially you need to get in here and get all the way up to the top. If you're going to want to remember one of these hearts that you've seen as you've been travelling around, this will more than likely be the one, because you walk past this one. So at the top, we're just going to get out and go left. Follow this all the way around. All the way around here. And there's a Nornir chest, you may remember. And then here, this green heart. I'm sure you remember that one. And then here is the final ingredient. Now all we need to do is go back to the campsite, use the ingredients, and make up the meal, and that will be it. It'll be done. So I will show the run back. It's pretty obvious on this one.
It was said that to dine with them could sustain you for weeks.
That was the last of the ingredients.
We could take them back to the Folger in Midgard.
But I feel most people will not be watching this right now, so I could say what I want, really, couldn't I? Because they'll know how to get back. Final ingredient, right? Okay, I'm done, and they'll be gone. So I feel I'm probably talking to no one at this point. You've all gone already. But for those of you who are still here, thank you. So back through, we're going to go to Midgard again. So back exactly where we started. Over to the King's Grave. And then run back to the campsite. And that is it. Well, I say that is it. This is probably one of the harder things to finish with regards to 100%, because you need to fully complete a lot of other areas to be able to do this. This particular portion of Midgard. So once you run back, you'll see that you can put the ingredients in a pot. Kind of, you have to walk to a very specific part of the pot to be able to do it. But I think, I can't remember what the meal is called. It's like hearty meal or something. I'm just going to skip ahead. There's going to be a bit of dialogue here where they talk a bit of backstory about them. And that's going to finish the Across the Realms. And that's going to tick off on the map now. The Eternal Campfire is going to be done. The Meal of Comfort, that's the one. Ultimate Comfort Food, and permanently increases all stats by 5, which is very good. There you go, 100% done. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.